Board?
Hello? Is this thing on?
Oh, who are you guys? Where's the doctor?
Welcome to the most technically challenged SHL Tonight. We're off to a resounding start because I am totally incompetent, and HO has asked me to not create a new stream key every time we do this, and I don't know how to do that. So, amongst all the other things we have to talk about tonight, I would like to welcome my regular co-host, HFFO. Hiff, how are you?
You sound a bit stuffed up. Is something in your nose, perhaps, Mr. Nagy?
I might have a little bit of an infection.
Sinus infection? Yes, curious. Okay.
And our guest for the evening, Evil. Evil, thanks for joining us. I know that this has been a couple weeks coming, and I appreciate you joining us for the evening on a Friday night short notice.
Honestly, I forgot you asked me, and then when you asked me again, I was like, what? And then I looked back and saw that, yeah, I have short-term memory loss, I think.
That's good. Life is easier that way because you don't have to remember all the terrible things that have happened to you between now and 2 weeks ago.
Or yesterday.
Yeah, even better. All right, so topics of conversation are playoffs are here. We can get to that later. I think we should start with some rumbling, tumbling conversations about simming, maybe?
I think no.
I don't know. Evil said to me that he had some complaining to do.
Okay.
Well, I always have complaining to do. Just ask anybody anywhere. But
what do you want to complain about first?
I mean, it's already been addressed. That doesn't need to go that public.
Well, we could do the season did just end. We could go over the season that just happened.
We could. Or we could complain
30
about
seconds?
things.
Are you saying that because your team finished really bad in the standings?
The season starts on Monday.
So you're confident about your matchup with Seattle, is what you're saying?
I'm confident. Yeah, but if I look at the last 3 seasons,
Are you guaranteeing a win right now?
I can't guarantee anything because it's still FHM. However, in 83, we beat them 4-1. In 84, we went to 7 games and lost in the 7th game. In 85, it was friggin' ugly. So
how close did you finish in the standings each of those seasons, though?
I don't know.
Side by side each season.
Hold on, I actually got that already up here.
We were probably third in 83, second in 84, second in 85 in the West.
Seattle finished third all 3 seasons.
Okay, so second all 3 seasons, which is actually quite surprising. I think that they were probably better last year.
Yeah, actually, the top 5 in the West didn't change the last 3 seasons. This season, however, yeah,
this is a humble Minnesota brag coming. Is that what I feel?
Minnesota's here.
All right, all right, let's start there.
This is self-serving entirely, by the way, because we got some good stuff for Madison. So,
well, I think actually this season was a lot of fun. The West was not as crazy of a runaway, like totally done. I mean, Edmonton was still the number 1 team, but the West was a lot more fun. And the East was sort of wide open. I think we missed on some of the picks from preseason.
Oh, hi, Rich.
We were going to jump, but Buffalo was great this year. Manhattan started slow, picked up. Hamilton obviously finally took that step that we were expecting them to. So it was a fun season.
I think we had a tie for the points lead too, which was kind of fun. I think 128 is we had 2 people at 128, if I remember.
Nope. Kim 128.
2 126s, yeah.
2 126s. Okay. Still, those numbers seem high. I mean,
we also had the rookie point record get broken.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. All right, do we want to talk about individual contributions or standings first? Standings and playoff matchups?
We got the standings up. We're here.
Okay.
Playoff matchups in the West. We have Edmonton at Texas. We have Seattle at Chicago for the, 4th time? 5th time?
Chicago at Seattle.
Yeah. We have New Orleans at Minnesota and Madison at Denver.
How do you feel about your matchup, Hiff?
we actually, I think, split or came close to splitting the season series with Denver. But I'd imagine it's because they weren't planning specifically for us. When they're planning for us, their TPE should be enough to just they should win. But if we get one playoff win, that's the first playoff win in Madison history, and that's what matters.
So I also think that Denver played most of the season with, like, we were looking at it yesterday, the straight counterattacking forward, sniper, speedy forward combo, the classic tactics mix. So I would gather that you're probably right that they weren't playing the matchup games quite a bit.
Yeah, that's it. Like, they know they're making the playoffs, so they look more intensely and game plan once they get there. But we'll see how it goes. I'd imagine that they obliterate us, but we're trying our best, and the power of friendship and Void Cats has done pretty well for us this year.
Well, so the interesting thing is, right, if you just do the straight and narrow, everybody expects it, meta stuff all year, and then you get to the playoffs and you haven't tinkered at all, you lose some of the, like, knowing what works with your current group and what,
or trying what works
against
certain strats. Absolutely, you do. There is that, but I think that they have a fairly experienced coaching team in Denver. They got several people who have been coaches in other spots, like Jess and Trips, and I think Corey specifically said he's not part of that room.
I think Trips has been doing all of the lines.
Okay, well, Trips has been around a long time, and he knows his way around the FHM. So, like I said, I have no doubt that they will be formidable and favored to win, but we'll give it our best shot.
So that series is great. I think Minnesota all year was.
This is also the first expansion matchup, I believe. I don't think Cincinnati and Nashville ever played, so that's pretty fun.
Played, yes. Oh, that is fun. I hadn't thought about that. It feels like expansion is so long ago at this point.
It's been what, 3-4 seasons,
and we'll we'll have every expansion team now been in the playoffs. Is this Nashville's first time, or were they in last year?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the East. I think it's Nashville's first time. Ace is here. He could tell us.
Nashville was there last year.
Okay, yeah. So it's not the first time.
Well, first time that all 4 expansion teams will be in at once.
That's true.
Cincinnati, yes. Who's in the East? What's happening in the East?
So Hamilton, the 1 seed. A bit of a surprise. People had New England originally, but Hamilton performed fantastic. Facing Cincinnati, you got Nashville at New England, Atlanta at Philadelphia, and Buffalo at Manhattan.
That Buffalo-Manhattan series should be a lot of fun. Like, Buffalo was awesome this season. Manhattan started slow, picked it up.
It's 2 teams on the exact opposite trajectory who met in the middle.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fun.
Atlanta series. Those are like 2 teams that know how to beat up on each other, have been around forever. I'm not awful compelled by the 1-8, 2-7 matchups, to be honest. But
yeah, in all likelihood, those are stomps. I think the Atlanta-Philly matchup has probably the biggest potential to surprise. They're relatively close. Atlanta has been dominant, but has fallen. Philadelphia has always stayed around as good. They were very good this year. So I think that could be the most interesting East matchup in round 1. But outside of that one and the Buffalo Atlanta, I think you're probably able to predict what's happening.
So more likely to have an upset in the East or the West?
Are we calling 5-4 an upset, or is that just a series?
That's just a series.
Who's the West 6, 7, 8? You got to scroll up.
New Orleans 6, Chicago 7, Texas 8.
West, 100%. I think the NOLA Minnesota series or Chicago Seattle has the biggest. If we're not counting the 5-4, I think But Atlanta and Philadelphia also. So like those 3 series are the ones I think are toss-ups. Could go either way, really. Although if Texas beats Edmonton, that would make me laugh. Not because I don't like Edmonton, but because that'd just be ridiculous and funny.
Well, Texas is kind of crazy, right? Like, I thought that they just had a bad season compared to my expectations of them.
I'd imagine their PDO was in the toilet. I can't speak if it's in the roles or coaching or anything. I haven't checked their stuff, but
I will tell you what the PDO was.
Yeah, they were much better last year, and then kind of regressed it pretty hard this year.
This is what, 86.
While you're looking that up, I was just looking over the Minnesota New Orleans season series, and we literally split the series 2-2, winning 1 game at each arena.
What I will say with New Orleans is no matter who they play, they always are hard out in the playoffs. Like,
yeah,
it almost always goes to 7 games. It's always close, even if they're like 300 average GP behind. There's something embedded in the FHM code for them to be a hard to play against team in the playoffs, and it's always fun to watch.
I think what's embedded is Joe.
Joe is embedded in FHM at this point. Yes.
Yes.
He's at the Bill games. He's coded into FHM, and he's there.
Yeah. So Texas second to last, bottom 2 in PDO for the season. So
that makes sense. Yeah. Who was the bottom?
So Tampa Bay, obviously, and Winnipeg.
And the top 2 were Minnesota and Madison?
Minnesota, Edmonton, Seattle, Madison.
Okay.
It's right. To some degree, the better teams are going to naturally float that way.
Yeah.
So like Edmonton finishing second in PDO is a little bit less surprising because the talent is there. It's all relative. You have to look at those teams almost relative to their TPE rankings and say like who is so far up or down from where you would expect them to be, and like that's where your anomalies are. So
I think if we're looking at these standings, one of the things that can come to mind is like a coach of the year. I think this is a pretty clear-cut case of Minnesota with how ridiculous they've become. But in any other year, I think, Madison could be a shout-out. I also think that Hamilton could be a good shout-out for how much they jumped, or Buffalo from there. Because Buffalo was worst or one of like bottom 4 team in the East last year. And they shot up really well as well. So definitely worth noting there.
Well, and is it Bodega for Minnesota? Like, not only did Minnesota like run away with it, Bodega was insane all year. Like I was flipping through game logs and was like grade 97, grade 100. I was like, who is like the first person who's figured out TPE for goalies? I don't understand.
Who's the user for Bodega?
That's Delhi SYS.
I honestly don't know them. Render Sabretooth. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, he's one of my referrals, one of my IRL buddies.
Oh, it's a multi. Okay, that makes sense.
Nice.
Wait, multi? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, otherwise he'd have a lot more than like the 9 million or whatever he's got right now. No, they've been, him and Cord were doing some stuff, and I was just like, it worked somehow, and I still don't quite understand it.
I mean, were they like playing with goalie heat or?
Well, for the first half of the season, he was, no matter how well he did, FHM's like, cool, you're still ice cold. And then like in the past week and a half of Sims, he's been like on fire with the 5-star or the 5 fire rating.
Yeah, I mean, look at the statistics. Like, if there was ever a goaltender for the honcho, like I don't think I've seen a save percentage above 9 in quite a while.
Wasn't it just this year that we had the no above 900s?
He was under 900 going into today's sim. He was at 899.
Yeah, it was just this
We
year.
hit this 3 last year. Wow. Gibby too. Gibby last season.
Yeah, but he's dead now.
Yeah, shout out 01. Yeah, and then the year before, Raph won the.
It's weird how like the save percentage took a nosedive in direct correlation with the NHL save percentage taking a nosedive, because NHL average is like 898 right now or something.
Okay, so that's an interesting conversation, and we can go back to this season. But I was complaining a little bit earlier in the week that like the scoring this season was insane.
Yeah,
and it felt like the last season or two that the scoring was insane, but it was over here in this little pocket where like one or two teams had crazy scores. It feels like this season, like 8 or 9 or 10 teams had crazy scoring, and overall league scoring was up.
So my understanding of what's happening is that the teams who are scoring a lot have caught on to coaching, figured out some coaching stuff, and the teams who are at the bottom are just so horrific that they're not getting goals. So you're just having teams put up crazy numbers on bad teams, but also just really high scoring games because we're just in a league that basically only prioritizes offense at the moment. All shutdown capabilities have been thrown out the window. We're just here to score goals. It's like a professional pond hockey league right now. Is basically what we're working with.
But the interesting thing is like I'm not gonna pick on specific teams, but there are games with teams that missed the playoffs that finished 10-9. Like,
yeah,
that under no circumstances is that a real hockey game. Like,
I don't necessarily think, like, it depends who you're playing, right? Like, if they were playing Edmonton, they're not putting up 10-9 games. If they're playing a team that's relatively close to their skill and both goalies are having a bad night, you could see high scoring games, maybe not 10-9, but we're not trying to directly compare it to the NHL because it's never going to fit that mold, right? So like we have to take it for what it is rather than the comparison to the professional hockey league in real life.
I still think that if you pulled average goals per game down by 1 or 2 points, it would be healthier.
Possibly.
It just
the scoring was inflated this year. It was pretty nuts. It's been that way for a bit. You're not wrong. I do think we had a 141 like a season or two ago to the leader being 128. So there are a lot of more top end scores, but less at the the peak is slightly lower, if I remember. But yeah, I genuinely think it's that people have figured out more about FHM, how it works in the coaching, and that's led to more scoring for more teams in an offensive focus league.
Do you know how many goals per game there was last season by chance?
No.
Well, so the league the league average setting in FHM has not changed.
Gotcha.
Which just means GMs and coaches have gotten better at.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at because I'm looking on FHM right now, and the league average per game was 8.81 goals scored. And I don't know how that would correlate to the previous season, but it also
that's a fuck ton. That's a fuck ton of goals.
Yeah. But it was at the same time 70 shots per game. So like if those numbers correlate, both went up, obviously that would make sense. But if like it's just simply better shooting percentage, then that's a whole separate category.
The shooting percentage has been pretty, like if you look at the leaders in shooting percentage, they're ridiculous. It's like 35%. NHL leaders is like what 20, 25 at the, and it's not the people who are firing a bunch of pucks. It's like the people who are shooting at ridiculous rates.
Yeah, I was looking at Americania had that 30.4 on 200 shots.
Yeah, it's like OV shooting what 22 or something
on a good season. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you just look at if you want to play the comparison game, right?
Sorry, he's shooting a career 13.1, and that's the greatest goal scorer in NHL history. So yes, shooting percentage I would say is
and his best was last season at 18.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Correct. That's That's because we're hyper focused on getting into good positions and having ridiculous shots. So they go in at a much higher rate, and we shoot so damn much that we score so damn much, and it just becomes all offense. And then maybe your goalie can bail you out, but if you score more than the other team, you score more, so you win.
I mean,
the NHL average goals is what, like 6? We talked about this the other day, like 6 or something.
I think it's 5.5, something like that.
it's right now for this season. It's 6.0,
Okay.
6.14.
Okay, and then like average shots is probably somewhere around 50.
55.
Yeah, so if you just look linear, right? Like if you were to take another 15 shots and 15 or 20 shots and add it to that, it does make sense.
It's close. We're scoring at a maybe like a 0.5%, like a 0.5% higher rate, but yeah, it's the shooting percentage is ridiculous, and it's focused on specific teams. Because unlike the NHL, there's no team in the NHL who's like we're gonna tank. Fuck this shit. Like
the league as a whole is shooting at 12.7% this season. That's across every team. Yeah, the SHL is shooting at 12.7%. So these people that are leaps and bounds over everyone else. I mean, I was looking at their TPs and they're like all high teen hundreds. None of them that, at least in the top 10, were like a handful of shots. For example, like a defenseman that's shooting a ton, or not shooting a ton, but getting the shots.
Yeah.
Every one of these top 10 is like first line or second line centers.
Yeah,
which is a whole other problem, right? Like the centers are the only ones that score. You might get some.
I think that's the usage and the roles they're playing, designed in the system. The current meta that people are running kind of focuses production on the center because the centers have been found to score. So like your options become limited. There's only so much you can do with an FHM, which is a problem. But the fact that we have further limitations limits any potential thing we can try to do anything with that as well, right? Like we can't have, a unit tactic or individual player tactics to be like, I want my winger to be the goal scorer, so we're going to set the, this specific winger to scoring goals, and then have this center be you're just stuck with the hand you're dealt.
Yeah. Well, you could, right? You can do that by player roles, but the limitation of tactics is that you can't build the tactics to match.
Correct. That's what I meant. Yes.
Yeah. Which is.
When we first started, I get that it kind of makes sense because you don't want to overload people, but I think at the point we're at, you're just limiting and forcing into specific situations. Unless you widen the availability of options for people to be able to try different things. Well, I get why it was needed, but I think it could help to expand it.
Go ahead, Evil. Sorry.
I was just saying it's the cookie cutter build. Almost every team rocks almost the same builds. There might be some tweaks here and there. I know in Minnesota we tested a lot of stuff in the beginning of the season because we're like bottom half of the league in TP, so we had to make it work. And
tested?
Oh, yes. As in, I've been, I think, 4 different roles this season. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm just looking at your face. What do you? Oh, okay. Oh my lord!
Testing ban.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah. No, it was person. We would adjust like people's roles and see what worked, what didn't work, and we found something that worked, and we've been going with it the rest of the season. And so far, it's been. I mean, we're playing well above where our TP says we should be.
Yeah, 100%. Minnesota's been fantastic.
I think if you wind the clock back, Hiff, to maybe just like nailing what you just said. If you wind the clock back to when we did the switch, it made sense to do the narrower focus because even the tools that we had at that point, we didn't quite know. And so we spent a lot of time figuring out. Because we've gotten to the point now, like as a GM who does coaching, I go in there now and I'm like, I really have 3 roles that I can play my wingers on. I really have 2 or 3 roles that I can play my centers on. Defense is a whole other story. And then you start to get into the tactics. And we talked about this with Ramen like 4 or 5 SHL Tonight's before, where he was like,
I talked about it with it today.
Well, okay, but like you're never going to use the 1-2-2 retreat. You're going to use locker wide, and so as you start to go down that path, like we've done the learning to get there. The only thing left to do is open up the aperture.
In potential theory, there are thousands of combinations of things you can try. So potentially there's something we haven't tried that could go against it. You could theory craft some stuff, but in essence, we found something that seems to work very well and doesn't seem to have, as far as we can coherently put together so far, anything within our set of limitations that can go against it. Yes.
Right. Which is good. The ultimate problem is that without the ability to test or tweak other things, you are punished for doing something differently if you don't have confidence that it counters the thing that works.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Not necessarily for trying it, but I guess it's a lot more risky, and your chance of success is deterministic on like your understanding of FHM and how well something might be able to counter or go against it. Like you can definitely try something different. The odds of it working, who knows?
Well, I tried something different all year. Let me put it that way. Like every week, I tried something different.
So my point to that is that it might be more of you need a specific different kind of build to be able to try different things against it. Whereas like your team is mostly built for the current meta because that's what's working. So if you're trying different things, it might not work as well, but that's because you're maybe not as built optimally for that specific kind of tactic.
Again, if you build in that direction and it doesn't work,
you're fucked. Yes, and you look stupid doing it. Exactly, 100%.
And you, like in the case of building in one direction, if you're directing an entire team to do that, if you build in one direction, you don't just lose one season, right? Like it's one thing. Like I don't.
Well, so you do have the 80 free regression each season, and you can fix it. It is fixable, but
that's that's 2 points. Sure, you know what I mean? Like that's 2 points above 16.
It's a bunch of money, and you'd lose a season if it doesn't work. Absolutely. On the flip side, you look like a goddamn genius if it does work.
Mm-hmm.
I've never looked like a goddamn genius in my life, though.
That's because you're busy doing cocaine.
That's called the talent juice.
The talent juice?
I don't know. I'm just going with what I call everything that works.
All right. We have gone so far off the rails. Let's talk about individual player performances because there were some fun ones this year. I think this is probably one of the most robust decoration of logos across scoring. And it's kind of thematically to where we started. But
I mean, if you're starting here, you have to acknowledge an SHL record was broken.
Which record?
The SHL rookie points record was broken this season.
Yeah, but I can't do that here, right? Or did Luke fix that?
You should be able to. Someone had it up.
Oh yeah, you can go. I mean, I can. You want me to share my FHM?
Yeah, do it.
Let's see if this actually works.
See, Fanto knows.
Okay. Sorry, I have to go through all the tips
Fanto?
right now.
No, it was me.
No
My
way.
one season early call-up player put up 95 points.
Oh, playing
with Schwartz and Fanto, a 1700 and 1400 TP player.
I can't make it any bigger, but yeah.
Right there.
Rurik Markov, 95 points.
That's for this season. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Allstott was 1 point away.
Too bad you could get 5 more, you slub.
Allstott was 1 point away from tying the record as well. Like Tesla had a fantastic rookie season too. Honestly, a bunch of really great rookie seasons, even for some of the defensemen scoring as well, who won't show up in the list.
It makes me look like you almost shed a tear seeing some of the guys from Detroit up on that list from last season.
Yeah,
my old guys.
DKC,
Yep.
Devine, I'm guessing.
Yep.
I don't know anyone else. Matthews?
No.
Oh,
No, that's all.
okay.
It's kind of
Got
crazy to see Boyka as the highest rated player of the season because, like, comparatively to last year,
tied? Oh no, he
No,
he jumped up
in
huge.
bounds. Yeah.
Because I don't think I don't think he's on the top in the top 10 of points, is he?
So look, game rating is really weird because it really depends what his player role is. So do you know what Boyka was playing?
Role, but
I mean,
it felt like he played better last season than this season, even.
Well, I mean,
sorry, I had to figure out what team that was. I don't know my logos on my
Manhattan Rage.
Yeah.
Hockey sometimes is actually more about
forward
and scoring points. So I guess if he skated the fastest on the ice, he was the best player according to the role.
Wow, this is actually this is the first time.
Does he have 20 speed and acceleration too?
Probably. Were they measuring the speed ratings?
Yeah.
Can we get the edge stats on it?
Boo.
Can you go to scouting? Go to scouting.
Yeah.
Or you man, I'm learning how to use this all of a sudden.
Go to his page.
Boyka.
I think hit scouting. No? Blanked out?
Go to edit. Don't do it, but go to edit. No,
this
edit.
Player, yeah. Oh, it's blanked out.
You can't click the attributes.
I
would. Simmer?
I didn't log in.
Oh.
But I mean, you can also just pull that up.
I was gonna say, can I just get it on the portal?
Yeah.
How fast are we? This makes for interesting TV. Does Soldier have 20 skating?
Boyka has
19.
No, not even close. 19 speed, 18 excel, 17 agility.
Okay, but he was skating fast.
He skated fast and got rewarded for it by highest game rating.
I think that it's also about getting the puck possession. Speedy forward's about more than just
points, but I think that's what I play now too.
I think that's what half the people play.
I was gonna say, if you play the wing, use your 50% chance you're playing speedy forward.
No, I still do the dangles.
All right. Where did we go from here?
All right, now so we go back to our leaders board.
Hif got to.
I had to sidetrack to hype myself up. I broke a record.
Himself up.
Oh, did you still need my FHM right now?
No, we can get here.
Okay, good.
It's back. So the conversation before today, right, was could Snuggle Muffin break the goals record from last season? And unfortunately, no. Not unfortunately, no, because I think for Gagne had an incredible season, and
it would have been so fun.
But great. Crazy for the goal scoring record to continue to be broken over and over again. And then nice to see James at the top of the points list. Classic James. That's a season early too, right? Was this James's first 2K season?
I'm not sure.
I think that's a season early. But Hamilton was awesome.
Oh, Hamilton was fantastic this year. Huge jump, well-built team.
Yeah, so Chewon is 1650 TP, so still
a couple
another year. Yeah.
Okay. Alex is here. Hey, Alex.
Where do you see that?
He's Vorv in the YouTube chat.
Oh, Vorv. No Twitch, no Twitchers. I don't even know why we stream to Twitch anymore.
We have 3 GM players in the top 10 assists, which is kind of funny.
I just realized Rurik had 71 assists. What was that? Would that be like 24 goals?
Something like that. I had like a 12 shooting percentage. It wasn't great.
He was just feeding Snugglemuffin.
I was shooting the puck and Snugglemuffin was getting the easy tap-ins. My 800 TP player drove the bus on this line, okay?
Did you play on the right wing or the left?
Right.
Yeah, and that I think this season it was pretty evident to me that right wings have become the second scoring position.
To be
centers.
Really?
clear, the assist person under is the left wing on that line.
Yeah, well, again, when all three of you score, it's not really, you're not really telling me anything. It's just like you're playing with your food.
Yes, we're feasting when we're playing people who are much higher TP than us.
Okay, she scored 75 goals.
Hey, look at her last season. It's a big jump. It's a good jump.
Well, different position, you jerk.
Plus minus board. It's nice to see someone who isn't Edmonton on it this season.
I mean, it's still pretty concentrated amongst
Vaguely
the
do.
three teams in the
I
West.
think Armag's plus minus is like 4th all time, and the other like top 10 is all other Edmonton players, or it's a mix of Edmonton and SFP, I believe. Like it's ridiculous.
Which is funny, Greg, because there's a lot of threads to pull there if you start.
No, we're not pulling any threads. We're league sanctioned. No thread pulling.
I don't think there's anything wrong with pulling threads.
No thread pulling.
No thread pulling, no quick simming.
2nd all time. Okay.
2nd all time in plus minus.
Yeah. That this
Who
season
is-
specifically.
Who
Royce
is
and Armag.
first?
I bet you it's an Edmonton player. The other top 10 are all Edmonton, apparently. So
Wait, if he's second, that would be last season then. Dash
there you go. Dash Jackson. Nice.
103.
Oh, just missed it by 1, too. Crazy. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, how are the Solberg sisters not on that list? They were.
We're just going off what Cake says. If the information's wrong, we're
No, don't.
disband Edmonton, I guess. I don't know.
Ooh, even better. Yeah, Froyo was is 3rd on the list with 101 from 2 seasons ago.
Oh, okay. Well. Cake doesn't even know her own team records. Unforgivable.
Just making things up.
all these
I
100
can make
plus
stuff up
plus
too.
minuses.
Nike
I
has a
just
good
got mixed
SHL
up.
player.
What season was it that we switched to the new FHM? Was it 82 or 83?
2, I believe.
Because I'm going down that rabbit hole. And
Maybe
I
I'm
was
wrong.
like, man, season 82, the leader in plus minus was 64. And then it's been 100-ish every season since. That's just.
Yeah, it might just be a difference in the engine, I guess. More determinative.
Well, they're also these are the seasons where it's just like the top like 5 are all just blue every season. It's just
Yeah.
blue.
I'm not safe anywhere. Even Cake, the nicest person alive.
Cake's not the nicest person. You haven't talked to Cake enough.
Cake has never been mean to me once, so I think that's a you problem.
Mm.
Mm.
All right, what else? What else was interesting?
Robos Fen being a hit machine, 219. That's pretty fun. Only person above 200. 27 defenseman goals is
27
ridiculous.
goals for a defenseman is insane.
Yeah.
How does that compare to? Huh had 25 last season and took home all.
I think the
of
record's
their-
28. Maybe I'm wrong. So that was pretty close. I don't think anyone's hit 30 yet on defense. I remember that was Finn's goal. So
Hello, Luke.
It loads eventually. Also, while you're loading stuff, I just realized I didn't update the YouTube link with the new one. So
Yeah, people made it here.
yeah, see, people are able to do things all on their own, especially if they subscribe to the channel.
Do all that stuff.
Thumbs up, like, subscribe, Patreon,
OnlyFans.
I don't think we do that.
OnlyFans.
We have an OnlyFans. I can link you.
I threw up a little bit in my mouth.
It's called SHL Feet. Any feet pics posted anywhere in the SHL get thrown on there, and we support the site off it.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about anything else?
I don't even know how to respond to that one. Just
Okay, I'm stopping this. Talk about literally anything else.
Gotta have a topic.
Okay, so the topic is playoff brackets. Let's do picks. Let's do picks for the conference finals for both conferences, and then cup winners. Go around the horn.
You gotta have the leaderboard up while we do it.
Oh my god!
What kind of quality is this?
Just as fast as I can. Okay. Let's start in the East, because we always start in the West, because this couldn't bother me more that the West is first and the East is second, and alphabetically it should be the opposite.
I think they switch it based on who wins the cup each season.
There's no way.
I'm just fucking with you.
I mean, if that bothers you, you should go look at the J. The conference doesn't have the last E in it.
Yeah. Yeah. That one gets me. That one gets me good.
Yeah, but is Manhattan still spelled with the extra E? No.
You mean Manhattan?
Manhattan?
That's how the locals say it, okay?
Manhattan. Okay, all right. Picks in the East. You pick your conference finalists.
Conference finalists, I'm going Atlanta versus Hamilton, conference final.
Really?
No, that wouldn't make sense. We're going Atlanta versus New England, conference final. Because reseed, they're going to play Hamilton.
I was going to say, in matchups, is that possible?
It is if Nashville also won.
Yeah, don't do what I did last season in the pick 'em and picked the two teams that couldn't possibly match up against each other.
In theory, it was possible. No, I'd go New England and Atlanta. That's who I'm thinking.
New England and Atlanta.
You don't think Hamilton's gonna keep the run going?
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, fair.
I'm gonna do the same thing in the West just to make fun of Minnesota. So don't worry.
Oh, I mean, fair. Sure, you can be wrong.
Okay, Evil. Who you got in the East, Evil?
Honestly, I do think it's just gonna be a 1-2, Hamilton and New England.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I think those two teams are just
winning that matchup, though. I think that's going to go to 7.
You think the Hamilton New England series would go to 7?
Yes.
Interesting. I have a very different opinion.
What is your opinion?
I think New England should win that handedly. I think that should be like a 4-1.
Do you think Hamilton's just in first off a fluke?
No, I just think that New England has.
Do you not like Alex?
No, Alex is fine.
What Hamilton do you not like?
I don't like. Historically, I don't like Hamilton.
So you have anti-Hamilton bias, is what you're saying?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the only reason why I said that it's going to go to 7 is because they did split the season again, 2-2. So, if that trend continues, and it has the whole season, like the last two meetups were late in the season, so your core is established, and they still split it 2-2. So,
I feel like New England sort of underperformed early in the year.
Once they traded Raven, they took off. So I'm going to blame the Weeb for it.
I'm not based. This is all based on vibes. I haven't even looked at the analytics lately.
They were mid-tier early in this, or middle of the pack earlier in the season, and then like I said, the later half they kind of been scoring a buttload. I mean, they beat Texas 8-7. They beat New England or Tampa Bay 14-0. Granted, it's Tampa Bay. They also beat Manhattan in this last sim 10-3.
Yeah, I mean, and also like now that I look at those two rosters are like the margins are so tight.
Mm-hmm.
So my explanation of why Hamilton wouldn't make it is because they would have to be the team that has to face Atlanta. and it's just very hard for me to bet against Atlanta in the playoffs based on recent history.
So you're taking you're taking Atlanta to the finals again?
Yeah, I think it's another Atlanta Edmonton final. Honestly.
Oh,
I'm gonna put that in my casino, just so you know.
Can you casino for the playoffs?
So the playoff predictions.
You're crazy.
yeah.
You're gonna call me crazy when I win the TPE.
Mm.
4 seasons in a row. You don't think it's gonna be fine?
If your TP doesn't matter because in 12 days you're going to retire and recreate.
And I'll still have the record, baby. Number 1.
Wow, how timely. me cool, perfectly timed. All right, that's the East. We've got 10 minutes before I'm out of energy and function. Let's talk about the West. Who you got in your
conference finals?
Yeah.
Minnesota, Edmonton. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't expect you to actually say that, but I also kind of agree. Only because I do think it's going to be all the top 4. Edmonton's going to probably destroy Denver, and we took Seattle to 7 last season with a mediocre team. So
I think Seattle has a wonderful roster. Their coaching is solid, but it's not top tier, and coaching gets magnified in the playoffs heavily.
Yep.
The series last season between Edmonton and Seattle was about as tight as it can get. I think you're underplaying the coaching for Seattle. This version of Seattle. I would have agreed with you 5 seasons ago, but I think that they have found a little bit of magic.
They've started to look at what other teams are doing and just embrace what they're going for, which helps them because their roster is really good. But there is some nuance in matchups they've lacked on and subtle changes.
But I also think that
I don't think they're bad by any stretch of the imagination, or they are a very good coaching team. But I think those teams are amongst the, if not the best coach teams, amongst the top 3 or 4.
I still think Seattle does things a little differently in terms of coaching. Like they definitely lean in a little bit more to the defensive side. They do play a tick down on like the tempo stuff.
And has it worked for them?
I mean, they have been right there. They could have 2 bounces last season. They could have gone to the finals.
One mistake in the first round. They weren't even getting out of the first round, though.
Well, I mean, don't do that. Don't do that here.
A coin flip.
Don't do that here.
Oh, I forgot. That's the whole thing. I don't interact with anyone under the age of 47, so.
Well, you can't. I can't go to a Bruins game anymore without every single person on the jumbotron. It's like insanity.
That's the key. Don't go to Bruins games.
Yeah, imagine if it was a match between 6 and 7.
That's not possible.
Chicago and New Orleans?
We'd have to talk about the 6v7. It'd be really weird.
Okay,
and his will be doing that all day.
The in terms of the West Finals, there's obviously a more significant chance that Seattle could lose to Chicago than Edmonton could lose to Texas. And I do think Minnesota takes New Orleans pretty heavily. So I'm not totally against the idea of why
can we ban Alex? Can we?
I was going to say, why did I know that the second we talked about this, Alex was going to come out of the woodwork again?
See, we need another Waters and Alex podcast so we can go on their thing and start, trolling them.
So I don't know how the matchups work. All I know is that to get for Chicago to make it to the conference finals, we have to beat both Seattle and Edmonton. And so therefore I'm taking Minnesota and Chicago in my Western Conference Finals.
Oh.
That's my hopium there.
We need a live Alex podcast immediately. But if we're going full hopium, then yeah, absolutely. We're having a Madison, Texas finals.
I was going to say, yeah, Texas versus Denver, maybe. I don't know how brackets work, but just give Texas all the hopium.
It's literally so hard with the reseeding to look at this and figure out how it could possibly happen.
Man, if only we simmed it up another day so it was the playoffs.
Yeah, if only if only we weren't trying to do everything in 7 seconds. But I also love it.
Well, 6 or 7 seconds, yeah.
All right, you're never coming back.
I was gonna say you guys are gonna make sure I'm never back.
This is your final SHL Tonight appearance.
Wait, hold on.
You kicked him? Perfect. All right. That's right. He's not getting paid for this, right, either?
He's back.
Well, that's like my name. I don't think Texas is getting a game, but it'd be funny if they did get even one.
Because one game could happen. Absolutely, one game could happen. I think Texas looks a lot worse than they are too, but I think one game is not inconceivable. But I think more than one game is absolutely inconceivable.
The crazy thing is halfway through this week, Texas could have missed the playoffs, and part of that was because Calgary was kind of playing insane.
Yeah,
I mean, Calgary took it to the they were not eliminated until today.
They had a real bad last day, so it happened.
Yeah, but it was possible if they had rattled off 6 points, they could have made the playoffs.
I have it up here from Monday, because I was kind of looking at the playoff implications and whatnot, and with 16 games left to play, Calgary was 8 points back. They finished the season 9 points back.
Wait, I've been just distracted by HIF and can Alex go
wild? Alex is doing a 6-7 meme. That's all it is. It's another 6-7
meme. Evil again, please.
Yeah. So yeah, with 50 games into the season, in the West, Texas was up on Calgary by 8 points with a magic number of 24. They hit that actually before today's sim. Texas was actually clinched, because Calgary actually ended up 9 points back at the end of the season. I mean, they actually almost fell to 10th, with LA almost catching them, which still baffles me how they're actually on the rise. Which I'm
wait. So you're saying that they were worse in the second half?
They
worse down the stretch?
In the last 16 games, they actually lost a point to Texas.
Interesting. So is it? Maybe I have to look at the schedule.
It's like goddamn
Texas
Atlantic
played
Division
better
right now.
What was that?
It's like the Atlantic Division, where they've been winning so much, so it looked like you were doing really well, but every other team was also doing really well. So just keeping you down.
When you go to the index, we're literally on the front page.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I'm sharing my lovely drawing that I did on Monday. And by drawing, I mean using a mouse to write.
I mean, if we are done with this, Chris does actually bring up a fun thing to end on, because the draft lottery did change this season, so we're back to balls.
Yes. Oh, yes. Great.
And you have the most balls and cocaine.
I'm waiting for that to be funny, but it still has not been funny yet.
I'm having a good time.
Okay. Yes, I think bringing back the lottery is a ton of fun. For one, it's just people enjoy the lottery. I personally think we should just do marbles because that's the most fun.
I mean, it's the same thing. It's just visualized odds,
like Marbula 1 style, or like marbles on stream.
Marbles on stream.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Intermission, SHL finals, marble on stream while they're doing coaching changes.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. 100%.
Oh, I mean, we could do that here. We could do marbles while we chat.
Yeah, but that's not thematic, Nike. You have no flair for the dramatic.
Thematic while we're doing line changes? Doing marbles? What?
That's thematic. That's themed.
How is that themed?
Because it's the finals. That's how you're ending the season. The start of the next one. It ties in together.
Like, you want to drawing at straws. Like,
You mean
yes,
grasping?
Yes, grasping at straws. Drawing, you draw straws. It's the same thing.
Drawing is getting like the short end of the stick, like the short straw. It's a different metaphor completely.
Please don't do that motion.
I was thinking, do that motion again. How will we get the colors to know who's who?
You just name them.
You can color the marbles.
Yeah, you can color them. You can name them. You can. Make
I think we need
9
to
of them
prove
appear.
that we could do it by doing it. Is what I think.
All right, right now, pull up a marbles. Let's go.
I definitely don't have that.
We're gonna have the unofficial draft lottery right now, and if it goes against what we want to happen, we riot basically.
Hold on. I don't know if I can do this.
Can't believe I'm actually looking and see if this is possible. Why is this 10 gigs?
Oh, I already have it downloaded. It's just a matter of
course you do.
Enough to.
You've been ready for this for how long, Nike?
Oh God.
Sorry, Alex. We can't compromise the marbles. What we could do, instead of team names, we could have people in the stream represent specific teams and use their names instead.
My question is, how do you give one team a bigger edge?
More marbles.
More marbles.
Can you
100 marbles, and then you have 25 of them to be,
okay.
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 Thank you very much.
Hear me out.
The Baltimore platoon, yes.
Hear me out. 100 ping pong balls, and I make a draft lottery machine.
Get to work. Let's go. Let's see it.
All I need is I need a 5-gallon jug of water. Empty.
Show some hustle.
And I could make that happen in like a day.
I mean, the season just ended. The draft will be in 3 weeks. So get to working, my friend.
All right. I also need a leaf blower because I live in Buffalo and we don't believe in those. We just believe in snow.
I live in Toronto. There's plenty of leaf blowers here.
Well, yeah, because look at the team.
Oh, I know that there is a way to do this, and I cannot.
Have you asked my best friend ChatGPT?
Oh no.
He's going to take your job. The least he can do is help you out with this.
ChatGPT, make a game that drops marbles to figure out the number 1 seed for our league, and then go into very deep specifics about the league and see if it can pull it off.
Is this where Alex makes a shitty joke how I'm from like Ontario, California?
I wasn't prepared for this. I can't do it.
All right. Next week, official draft lottery.
I will preset it up for the number of marbles. It will be chaos.
Do we know how many or what the ranks are for all the teams? Like, is that
Yes.
something that's
Yeah.
easily
Here, I'll
found?
Yeah, I have it right here actually.
Okay. Even better.
You got it.
I'll just send it to you, Nike. I can't chat in the thing. There you go. It's so on the site. It's easy to find. You can go under more. It's SHL Analytics, and then Tank Standings Tracker. So pretty easy to pull up. Shout out Candidates for this.
In the portal, I'm assuming.
No.
Yes.
No, it's not in the portal. It's on the site, top under more, SHL Analytics, and then Tank Standings Tracker. Don't need to be in the portal.
Yeah, it's the fancy Canada's site with all the fun.
Canada's has done so much great back end work. Just fantastic guy. Appreciate him.
I mean, like a wizard also.
Yeah, he like automated the audit role by himself. Took like a couple days. Him and Luke. Shout out them.
So basically, who owns these picks is the real question. So Baltimore pick is owned by Chicago. Toronto
SFE owns their own pick? I own Toronto.
Toronto.
Los Angeles owns their own, I believe. Montreal owns their own. Tampa Bay owns their own. Calgary might have traded it.
I'm looking.
Calgary owns their own pick.
How'd you get there so fast?
I just type in draft and it's one of my drop downs.
Oh, I had to go to my drive.
Let me just.
so-
Did its lap for sure own theirs?
yes, they do. They own theirs in Buffalo.
Yeah. So that's the teams.
Yeah, so essentially everybody owns theirs except for Baltimore is owned by Chicago, and then
I don't
Toronto
acknowledge
is owned by
Winnipeg
Massive.
as a city. I think Winnipeg has their own.
We can find out. They don't own their own.
Oh, someone has it
Yes,
again.
San Francisco.
There we go. SFP. So the SP's got 2 lottery balls. Nice. 2-ball game,
Yeah,
we'll call them.
And the percentages. What are their percentages? So it's
I have that. Hold on, give me 1 second.
25% for first. I don't know the rest of them, but I think last is 1% or something.
Here it is. 25 for first. 20%. Wow, this is really high end.
3% for last.
Yeah,
25,
25, 20, 18, 13.
9753.
Wow, that's super
I'll just send you the thing when you need it later.
super linear. I don't need it.
You're setting up
Either
the marbles,
happens or it
don't you?
doesn't.
like it doesn't matter. I can't control it. I know somebody
No,
who will
you'll
try
need
to
the
control
odds,
it,
so.
but yeah, I mean that's just
It'd be kind
It
of
will
cool
be
though, just
interesting
to
to
see
see.
the
And then
marbles.
it's also re-rank, right?
What do you mean?
Every pick is determined by lottery.
I think it's still just the top.
The remainder of the picks are in reverse order of regular season playoff standing eliminations.
No, sorry. All of the top 8 picks are determined by the lottery, though.
Picks 1 to 8. Yes, that's correct. As far
Yeah.
as I'm reading.
So
Oh, so
Anyways.
they are going to do all 8. And it's not, you're not just
Yep.
playing for number 1. You
Nope,
can
it's all 8.
drop from 1 to 8.
You can go 8 to 1, 1 to 8.
Oh, okay. I like that change. I didn't realize that until literally just now.
all right.
My
we're gonna have
favorite
to
thing is
call
like
quits.
last week we had people complaining about how the golden rule was still in effect, and then just like completely missed the announcement.
my computer is going to die, so we're going to have to.
All right,
Let's call it quits here. Plus, it's been an hour. We don't get paid past an hour.
I don't need the money.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks, Evil, for coming. Hiff,
Thanks for
thanks for
having me.
bugging me again.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
See ya. This computer really did die. This computer